Shut up. Let me try. Ugh. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
One eternity later.
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die!
Hello everybody, my name is Unholy DBD, and today I'm going to teach you how to frame perfect fastfall. In order to hit fast faults with very high precision, the very first thing you need to understand is FPS and tick rate. FPS and tick rate are two separate entities. FPS is how often your computer updates or renders the game, while tick rate is how often the server advances its simulation. We know that 1 second equals 1000 milliseconds, so you divide by your frames per second in order to get the number of milliseconds that each frame takes up. As you can see, a higher frame rate leads to lower milliseconds per frame. Tick rate is how DBD validates hits, pallet drops, and vaults, and operates on a 60 tick cycle. This means that for every 1 second, the game checks what actions you do 60 times. In DBD, this equates to 1 tick every 16.67 milliseconds. Putting these two things together, you can see that operating at a higher frame rate is advantageous because you get more frames or more opportunities for the server to validate your input. So, rule number 1 for hitting difficult fast faults is to play the game at 120 FPS. This is a major simplification of tick rate and FPS. For more advanced people watching with questions on the technicalities, DBD does not operate on a sub-tick cycle. Behavior uses dedicated servers, so desync cannot be standardized, and it does not matter if the ping is high or low, only that it is stable within plus or minus 5 milliseconds. However, you do need to have next to no jitter in order for this to be consistent. Got it. Also, due to the nature of how precise you need to be, I recommend you play with the settings you see on the screen now. These settings are optimized to maximize the number of available opportunities you have to get the desired vault. So, with all that in mind, we're going to be looking at 3 specific vaults, which are the hardest ones in the game. These include the Suffo 1 main building vault, the L jungle gyms that spawns frequently on Azrov and some other maps, and the 4 light from both directions. And I want you to direct your attention to me saying 1 frame late, 1 frame early, and look down at the vault indicator.
1 frame late. Yes, it's 95 degrees Celsius. I have a 4080 and I play on a laptop.
I'll see the fast vault notification very quickly, and that's how I know I'm 1 frame late. But if I don't see it and I press it, that's how I know I'm 1 or more frames early.
Don't worry, I change my thermal paste regularly, gamer.
Make sure that you're positioned exactly like I am in this video, and the goal is to preserve momentum, so make sure you're turning the same way.
It was a big mistake to drop
the way your
money
head
on
is
this.
turned,
I should have
if
just
that
spent
makes
the money
sense.
on a slightly lower tier PC. Would have been so much better than I could have invested in like a water cooling system or some shit. But I was too much of a pussy to build my own PC.
And here, after about 15 minutes of trying, just doing the same repetitive motion over and over, making sure I'm conserving momentum, making sure that I'm in the exact same position every single time, I was able to get 2 in a row. And then about 30 seconds later, I got 2 more in a row. So it is possible to pull this off with relatively high consistency. You just have to be very locked in. And you have to really understand like where you're pressing your thumb, whenever you're pressing it down, you know, and the force at which you're pushing your thumb down with, you know, like all of those can lead to like a 2 frame difference, you know. So really knowing exactly where to place your hand is the best I can do to help you. Just lock in, go and do a custom with your friend, do this for 15 minutes, and then you'll get them pretty consistently too. So it's important to mention, most of you probably already know this, but you can only hit this fast vault from one side. The most important thing I need you to direct your attention to, I'm pretty sure I'm bitching about it right now in the clip, is the hitbox. So normally this would actually be an easier vault. You would have 6 frames to do it, but because of the distance that you lose from the little hitbox sticking out like that, it's actually 4 frames. So this one is a lot harder than it seems, and the trick is preserving momentum and good camera movement. Just copy what you see in this video and you should be chilling. Just it takes time in order to get the muscle memory down, so don't get upset if you mess up a few times first, right? The end goal is consistency, right? So it's okay to be inconsistent at the beginning.
There's one. Fuck.
No, it was like 6 or 8 months ago.
This one took me about 20 minutes to start to get down consistently. In the last 50 attempts that I had, I ended up hitting them 35 times. So I would say that's a pretty decent success rate. But see if you can do better. I dare you to be great. And finally, we have the legendary 4-lane. It's definitely possible from both sides, except for on Area of Crows, in which there's actually a little branch that sticks out that prevents you from vaulting from one side, kind of like the Auto Haven example that we had earlier. Anyway, apart from that, you can vault pretty much any 4-lane from both sides. You just have to make sure that you're preserving momentum. And I'm showing you, it's not that hard. This is the easiest one that we're going through in this tutorial, and this one is 6 frames. So Suffo 1 is 2 frames, Azarov is 4 frames, this one is 6 frames. And with this one I would just say don't move your camera a whole lot whenever you're going from the left side, but whenever you're going from the right side, make sure that you're swinging it quite a bit. There's a couple of different methods that you can do in order to pull this off. You can pull off this by having your camera looking in both directions or whatever, but that just comes with trial and error and you doing it over and over again. Once you have the movement and you know how to keep your momentum whenever you're turning, you're set to do it from pretty much any position on the 4-lane.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Holy shit, you made it all the way to the end of my video? All the way to the end of my shitty ass video? Well, thank you. Take this poorly made animation and fuck off. Thank you. Oh, like and subscribe. I forgot about that part. Oh, and follow or whatever.